Morara stood up for 45 plus million Kenyans. And now we are fighting him at Bomas of Kenya. Gaddafi stood up for an entire continent. And we just allowed things to go the way they went. And now he's no more. How many years are you going to continue again to allow oppression to be and to continue ruling this country, this continent? On one side, chief is a scam. Chief is a scam. Is it mandatory for you to register? No. Should you? Fuck no. Why do we sit being shown one thing on this other side so that you're told this is happening, that is happening in the news, this is happening, while under our feet, they're taking our lands. They have taken, nowadays, right now, indigenous seeds you cannot plant because most of them have been registered by one of the top most important companies when it comes to agriculture in the world, Monsanto. And if you plant them, they have the right to come and take them. And we are just seated there, right? On this other side, we are shown these things online. TikTok is being taken away. I'll say it again. I'll reiterate this again. Anytime we have freedom of speech taken away from our people who want to tell us truths, people who are trying to show us the way, because the ones who are there are not showing us the way, they're simply putting everything in their pockets. Then they introduce bills so that you continue oppressing the people. And we are just seated there. What saddens me most about this entire regime that we have currently and prior to this is that the entire human race has accepted to be ruled by less than 1 million people out of 8 billion people. Less than roughly say 2 million people rule this world. In this country, we are 45 plus million people. We are ruled by probably less than 10,000 people. And we're just okay with it. We are okay. This country called Kenya, we trend things for a week, 2 weeks. Yeah? People are fighting, rioting every day, at least every week, over something that is dire, has dire consequences. And we just do fuck all. Nothing. Nothing. We're so quick to just simply talk. It ails me. It ails me. It ails us. You know, even you, it is ailing you. We sell ourselves out as a continent. We sell ourselves out and let them take everything that is important. And then they promise us heaven, a place somewhere up there. Yet, then they're enjoying a heaven right here. Right here. The heaven is right here, enjoying it fully. But you're promised heaven somewhere up there. You're promised when you leave this country, you fly using an airport that we've already given out to people who do not even have anything of importance that they can do for us, because for them it's simply about taking the minerals out of this country, then reselling them back to us. We take our own coffee, the best of the best coffee, we sell it out there, and then they bring us back instant coffee and other funny looking things, and we are okay with it. As a continent, we have gotten leaders. Case in point, Gaddafi, can mention him. Case in point, Kagame, who time again and again have tried to unite this continent, but we always fight them, because you are shown, whenever you're taught from the time you're born, that whenever somebody stands for the truth is subjective. Whenever someone tries to do something for you over a long period of time, and you're told this is not the right one. Whenever people are being abducted right next to you, you're like, mimi staki. Unajua mimi mambo kama hiyo sio yetu. Jo, unajua huyu hata akisimama sasa atafanya nini? Ni nini kubwa atafanya? That is how we talk. Huyu kijana akisimama, hata akimbia huku akionyeshana projects, alafu afike mahali atawekwa tu chini, si ndio? Kuna kitu ya maana atafanya. That is how people talk, and we wonder why nothing ever changes. This game called politics has been played for years, and we do nothing. The majority of people in this world are citizens, people who have the power. We say, hey, Amandla away to South Africa. Amandla power away to the people. But for how long? We don't do anything. We don't do anything. We're shown one thing and then they take. We're shown this in the news, they take. Then they just take. One time they're telling us prices of this have gone up because the economy is not doing. Who is the economy? Then they bring up bills in parliament under your noses. And we are just accepting these things. We just accept these things. How? Why? Then somebody is taken, coerced to change tactics. The other day, Kasmel, you were saying Ruto must go. Now you're saying a different thing. What has happened? What has changed? What happens in this continent that we're going to continue like this for years to come? Because when a hero stands up, a heroine stands up, Wangari Maathai went through the same shame. They stripped her naked in the streets. But she was fighting against the same thing in a different time. And then now they named Forest Road to be Wangari Maathai Road, years after she's gone. And we are okay. We are okay with it. How many leaders are we going to bring up in this country of Kenya, in this continent of Africa? Instead of supporting that leader who we know this is a leader, this is not some guy or some lady who's just been put there to be seen so that they can do it under our noses. They can take all our minerals under our noses. How many years of oppression is it going to take for Africans, for Kenyans to stand up and say we are done? How many? What do we need to do? Do we have to do? What do we have to say? Who has to stand up? With what resources? We have supported Morara so far. Now you have started beating the same person. Because the people who are throwing those chairs are the same citizens. Whether you're paid or not, you're also a part of the problem. You're part of that problem. The people who are kidnapping us are citizens. They're not leaders. I've never seen a governor go and kidnap anybody. They use you and you accept it. When the election times comes, in the next year, if they don't change this constitution, in the next year, you're going to be told again, elect this one, because this is the right person for Mulema. Yeah, you go to these other sides of Western. We need to elect this one, because this one is the one. We are told. We are told, do this. All of us run. Hey, let's go. It is this one now. Hey, the same game, but we don't see it. And when people stand up like Steve Bogo, I'll say it again. You label him a certain way. Anybody who stands for the truth in this world is silenced, because the truth shall set you free, and we know that fully. But we don't do anything with this. We don't. We actually don't.